Howdy guys, I'm Aiden and welcome back to Aiden's Archive. You're watching part 4 in a series where I work on a video in 1 week and show you the entire process. Yesterday we did a lot of asset gathering, gameplay recording, and organizational stuff. Today it is filming day and I'm not sure exactly how I'm going to do this, given that I have to actually move the camera. I don't just have 2 cameras laying around to record all this stuff. I do, however, have a shot list. I did not write this on camera because I got a lot of the ideas in the shower. And I'm like, oh, that'd be good, or oh, that'd be good, or oh, that'd be good. And then I got out of the shower immediately, naked, and just writing all this stuff down. So I didn't want you to see. I'm kind of breaking it down into 4 major shots. Shot 1 is controller cam. And how I'm going to do this is there's like a wall this way that I'm going to put a green screen on, kind of hold the controller up, and then sort of look at the monitor and play Sonic R while the camera's recording the controller. The next section is what I'm calling CRT shots. So I have a CRT right here that I'm sure you can see. And we're going to have Sonic R gameplay on here, mainly for vibes, so I can cut up and make some cool like music montage stuff. That'll be fun. I might also have like title cards, and I might also have sections of the video playing on the CRT. So rather than seeing them in the camera, you're going to see them through the CRT. I've never recorded CRT stuff before, but I figured this would be a fun video to do. And then section 3 and 4. I figured rather than me just sitting right here and filming this on camera stuff, I'd instead kind of, I don't know, do a little bit of a bit. I'm going to have me and then a therapist sit on this chair and this couch, respectively. And the therapist is going to be kind of going through like, hey, what's wrong? And I'm sort of explaining this video and all the stuff going on. And there's a bunch of little jokes here, just sort of as a way to transition from a bunch of different sections and as well as to start the end of the video. Most of these are just jokes. Very little of it is actually important. So however many of these we get, the better. And that's kind of where I want to start because it's fairly late at night and I want to record these before the parents get up. Let's go ahead and get this stuff properly set up. So this is kind of my on-the-go tripod. This is a K&F Concept KFTM2324. Just any travel tripod will do. This is a little Ulanzi ball head with like a quick release thing. So I can take the camera and put it on top of here. So this is sort of the plate. So Ulanzi claw, I think I have the V2 or whatever. But this plate, when you put it into the camera thing, it like clips in and then you can lock it so it doesn't come out. Hello, how you doing? We're rocking a Sony FX30 on a Falcam cage that works for the FX30 and the FX3. The only lens we're going to be using is a Sigma 16mm 1.4 DCDN. I think it's a contemporary lens. This is the one everybody recommends for Sony cameras. Cool, and now we're on camera. It's camera Aiden. Woohoo! We're going to put you on our little quick release thing I showed you earlier. And then tighten it down. And now that shit ain't going nowhere. So I think I want to be kind of sitting right here-ish. And then if I'm like right here, sort of talking about my life story to him. And then the therapist will be sitting in this couch. But before we can do any of that, we gotta get rid of all these clothes. I mean, use this pillow, which is fine, and then move this blanket. Just kind of clear it up a little bit. And then this will be the kind of visuals of the shot. And I'm thinking right on that brown table, that's where the microphone's going to go. I got the microphone set up on a little stand. And then I took a rolly cart that I had, because this table's a little too tall. I took a rolly cart, moved it right here, and now it's kind of level with the chair. And from there, ran a pretty long XLR cable from here to behind the chair to around to the desk and hooked up to the little Elgato Wave XLR. This is not how the final shot's going to look, by the way. This is just mainly to test the audio, hoping that I got it close enough. Okay, so good news. Audio sounds good, so we're good on that front. Now I just need to figure out the framing of the shot. So, let's move you a little closer. I think for one, that will help a lot. Because we don't need a bunch of dead space. If we go... No, not that way. If we turn this way, maybe? That's definitely not it. Go like here. And I think I can actually get it right here. So I can have some dead on eye contact too if I want. So if my head's like where the camera's at, my head would probably be like right here. And now I can be like, boy, you got hit with every stupid tree. You got hit with every branch on the stupid tree all the way down. And this shot hides the mic. So that's kind of cool. And then for, yeah, so I think based on the tripod height, we only got only one of the little clips out for all the legs. Take all those clips down. We should be able to get to, so we need to get much lower. Or we want my head in frame primarily. So let's move over here. Yeah, kind of like that, but a lot closer. Like that. Yeah. Maybe a little closer to the... there. This works visually. But now I need to find out how to do the audio for me. Because if I turn the mic around, it's still going to be facing my head. I need to get lower to the ground, essentially. Maybe it's like a platform or something. We got like a box in here. I'm thinking if I place the mic on top of this box. Let me kind of show you what we're working with right now. Yeah, we got the mic on a little wooden box. But it doesn't even really reach my knees, and that's kind of how high I need it to go. So we want it kind of visible up here. So I think I need more crap for it to sit on top of. Oh, I got boxes in my closet. I can do that. Hold on. You got the mic up a little bit taller. But the question is, can we get it close enough to where it still sounds okay? So if I'm like sitting here, move this thing much closer. So that should be fine. I'm going to do another Audacity test. And then with that, I think we have our two shots set up pretty much. All right. I'd say that sounded fairly good, which is awesome. So now we have the mic set up here for the patient shots, and then up on that little brown desk for the therapist shots. And now I can kind of put the mic in both places fairly easy. The length is fine. I don't have to do any other extra setup other than getting the shot right. Then I can have a piece of paper, read my lines, cut back and forth. I wanted a shot with both me and the therapist in it, but that might be a little tough because there's not really much room in frame here for him to be in the shot as well. But hey, if that creates less complexity, I think that'll be fine. Not everything has to be as complicated as you imagine it to be. The other thing about this that I haven't mentioned yet is the doors right here. So I had to move the couch and the chair farther apart from each other than they normally are to get access to the closet. But I think it actually worked out because it gives us enough filming space for both setups. So now I'm going to go push this couch back up, get my props. I want like a clipboard, some sunglasses maybe, the Steve Amiibo, my lines, and then we'll go ahead and get to filming. All right, we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Put some glasses on. These are not mine. These are the stepdad's. So, probably not going to be able to see very well, but that's fine. It's for the bit. Well, these aren't too different than what I usually wear. Or what I usually see. I don't wear glasses. They are awfully big, though. Therapist mode. Let's get this shit. Let's see. Aiden, is it? How about you start from the beginning? That is way too much information. I meant with Sonic. No, I'm pretty sure that's right. He had his own meal at Zaxby's. Get it? Breast? Chicken breast? It's supposed to be Italian. Oh, I see. You're one of those YouTubers that sell editing packs. And I think we're good to go. Here's what I think your problem is. Don't you like it? It's Zavok. See, I got the horns and the little mouth and his angry shoulders and his big, big legs. He's a real icon to me. If you don't mind, I need to consult with my colleague. Yeah, me too. Dr. Steve has been in the therapy game for many years, I assure you. He's great with kids. Those wacky Super Mega Boys always get into trouble.
Oh, I'm King Kong. Oh no, not King Kong. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Rah, hit you with the tail. Bam. Oh no, I'm monkey food. Stamp.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to interrupt your story there. Continue. Oh, come on. No. Ice Climbers is so hard. Game over. I'm trash, man. I'm trash. Lock in. Lock in.
If I didn't want to stay the first night, why would I stay any more than why would I stay any more than two?
So this is the kind of insightful commentary I think Markiplier really offers. Like, why would you stay multiple nights anyway? It probably should be mentioned in a game theory video at some point. However, I get too distracted by the later entries. Chica especially really does something to my therapist body. I promise this all relates. Oh, I like your shirt. I'm a big fan of Charlotte's Web. What the hell is a Vault Company? Is that in the sequel? I didn't watch the sequel, I'll be honest with you. What's a Vault Company? Is that in the live action remake? I'll be honest, I didn't really watch that one. Can I offer you some double mint? Oh, no? Okay. Now, most people like to take the packaging off, but I actually prefer it with it on. Has a metallic texture that I really like. You can still barely taste the mint, but I like the challenge. No more of that. Alright, that's it. I'm stopping the recording here for the therapist. Bing bong zoo! Now I got the therapist scenes filmed. I can film the Aiden shots. So I'm going to go ahead and start the OBS and Audacity, and we'll be good to go. Yeah, so I guess if I was born in November of 97, conception would have been somewhere around February. Oh, with Sonic. Sure, Sonic was created by Yuji Naka. Naoto Oshima kind of did the design. Originally it was going to be a bunny rabbit, but they kind of changed course when Naka figured out a cool little programming trick to get sprites to move really fast across the screen. And it's like, wow, now I'm forcing people to play the game twice. They don't even like Sonic R. What's the point in all of... I don't believe you right now. I'm pretty sure you mean Mr. Beast? Oh, yeah, I guess. Oh, God, no. Why would you assume such a thing? I'm not that mentally ill. Jeez, you think you can trust somebody? Yeah, so I'm having trouble putting together this Sonic R video. I figured maybe if you watch it, you'll be able to give me some help. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it on. Anyway, for this section, I talk about the different routes that I want you to take to beat the game. I figured maybe it would be at least practical. Along comes Traveler's Tales, and they create this racing game that's so different from anything in the genre. It has multiple paths and different characters, and still retains that classic Sonic vibe, but in early 3D, with an aesthetic that I adore and songs that are some of the best in any video game period. No, wait a minute. think you're onto something. This whole time I've been telling people how to play Sonic R, but not really explaining why. Are you playing Ice Climber right now? This Wilbert shirt right here? Oh no, that's a Vault Company. Oh gosh, I don't even play Five Nights at Freddy's. Chica. No, absolutely Chica. Foxy's just mid, in my opinion. Chica is the way to go, for sure. You know, that's a good point, honestly. Why would he show up for multiple nights? That Let's Play sure was a classic. Okay. I think that'll do it for the patient scenes. Hopefully it sounded good. Haha. Howdy guys, Aiden from the future here. I wanted to explain how I got this controller cam shot because while it looks simple on paper, it was actually a complete pain in the ass. Let's start first with the setup. I'm using an Elgato green screen, the regular model, not the XL model, and it's leaned up right against an empty wall. I have an Amaran 100D key light pointed directly at it, which gives it the nice, even lighting you need when filming green screen footage. If you're in editing, it's a lot easier to pick out one even shade of green rather than 15 different ones caused by the variation in lighting. Usually, bright spots and dark spots don't mix well together. From there, I thought it would be simple. I loaded up Sonic R, started playing the game, but when I got my footage back, everything looked so blurry. What happened? Well, turns out my Sony autofocus didn't exactly like the fact that I had a controller and hands in the shot, so I had to change up my approach. For the second round, picture me standing up straight, holding my arms out as far as possible with my fingers and controller to get everything nicely framed in the shot, and then my head precariously craned to the left side because keep in mind, I'm not looking at the controller, I'm having to look at the Sonic R footage. And all the while, when I'm using the controller, I have to be sure I keep everything exactly straight because if I move even a little bit, the manual focus will make things look bad. I eventually got the shots to look exactly how I wanted it, and I think it turned out great in the final video, but for the physical strain that it put on my body, it might not have been worth it, at least 100%. Now let me show you how I got the CRT shots. Alright, just got finished wrapping up the TV shots. What I did was I took the camera and the lens, kind of pointed it at the TV, and then sort of tilted it at an angle so that the whole TV wasn't in frame, but it was kind of pointing a little bit upwards. Then I manual focused until I could see the individual scan lines and changed this to a variable shutter. The problem is if you have a normal shutter angle 180 or 120, you're going to see lines slowly move across the screen. So variable shutter allows you to dial it in to like a specific point. So I did 59.8 and then the kind of black bar that moved across the screen disappeared. In terms of what I put on the TV, I obviously don't own a Sega Saturn. So I use a Mister, which is a FPGA sort of a gaming little deal. It emulates hardware. And one of the systems it emulates is the Sega Saturn. So I set that up, and then it has analog output. So I hooked up this Saturn S video cable to the S video input on the TV, which is way, way, way back there. And then got the Sega Saturn working. It took a little while because I've never used a Saturn before. So I had to load the BIOS, then the game, then fiddle with the controls and all that sort of stuff. But thankfully, we got it done. And with those TV shots, we have finished filming for today. I want to show you just how big of a mess it is in here. All these things strewn about. Yeah, filming days are disastrous for the room and the order of everything. But I did manage to get every shot on our little shot list from here. So if you recall, I had a bunch of CRT shots, got that. I got the controller cam, which was very important. And then a bunch of these like live action jokes. I got that wrapped up too. As for tomorrow, day 5, it is going to be editing day, as well as day 6 and day 7. All I'm doing is editing from here on out. We've gotten our script, our voiceover, our shots, everything. Now I just got to import it into the computer and start editing in DaVinci Resolve, and I can be on camera again, which is nice. And I have to do this rigmarole. Today was by far the toughest day to film. So, yeah, I will catch you tomorrow for editing, and stay subscribed to Aiden's Archive. More cool stuff coming. All right. Bye bye, everybody.